Oh no. Didn't I tell you in the last one, we had so many summer gadgets to test? Well, here's the rest of them. If you missed that video, I will link it at the end so you can go and check it out. And subscribe if you haven't already, if you're new here, or you just keep coming back. Make sure you subscribe so you're notified when new videos go live here every Saturday. Except for the 1 or 2 times that I've messed up and put it on the wrong channel. And we're gonna start off with a product that I've always wanted to test, and it's this like shot glass mold, but it doesn't have to be for like alcoholic things. The world is your oyster with this thing. And so I'm gonna make some like non-alcoholic things with this so you can kind of see the variety. And because this is Wilton, it can actually go in the oven and also in the fridge. So I'm gonna test 2 different things with this. And we're gonna start with one that feels very summery, and that is like a Jello mold. Little Jello cups, and I'm gonna fill them with whipped cream. Kids are going to freak out. But there's a very specific way, like they have a recipe on how to do this so that it maintains its like structure. So we're gonna test that and just see how easy these are to like demold, unmold, remove. Basically, the biggest difference is that this is going to need more gelatin in order to keep its structural integrity. So we're starting with clearly one of the best flavors. Also, I think it would just be a fun color, and that berry blue. Christopher, what is this? Why is it not blue raspberry?
Because there's never been anything close to a raspberry in it.
Blue raspberry. Unbelievable. Jello, no better. Start with a full packet of that. Oh my gosh, I love the smell. It's so nostalgic. And to that by the way is 3 ounces of Jello. We are adding ½ an ounce of additional unflavored gelatin. Ugh. To that, we're adding a cup of cold water I didn't measure out. Just measuring some water over here. Okay, 1 cup of cold water in. Now we're just gonna whisk it to combine. Then we need to let it hang out there for 1 minute. While this hangs out, I'm gonna add my hot water. Ooh, and I should prepare these guys because they want me to spray it with like a vegetable spray. Makes sense. And also put it on a cookie sheet because they know me. We're just gonna spill this everywhere. Okay, it's been a minute. 1 cup in until completely dissolved. Stir. And then we're adding about a ¼ cup to each of these little spots here. Me being who I am going to actually physically measure out the 1/4 because I want to see how full it should be. And then we'll just wing it. Sitting here forever, stirring Jello. I'm trying to stick to the timing because I don't want to rush it. I know it's just Jello, but still. I have high hopes for this. Technically, I have high hopes for a living. All right, measuring out 1/4 cup. Again, for science. Let's see. Basically to the brim. Got it. You can do this, Rachel. You got this. Very carefully. Be patient. Don't overfill. Don't overfill. Okay, like a whole little amount left, but like not enough to fill these anymore. Small amount of Jello it is. Now off this goes to the fridge to set. So now while those cool, we're gonna move on to a very summery fruit, and that is watermelon. I don't know what it is about watermelon, but people love to create devices to cut them. And I've tried some. I have tried some. None of them are really good. However, I keep trying. So we're gonna need ½ a watermelon, and then this guy, which is just, it's just a blown up version of, you know, those like apple cutter things? That's exactly what this is. That's exactly what this is. You know, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, remember that movie? It's like I'm small and I'm holding up one of the apple ones. That's what it feels like right now. Okay. Wow, this thing just called my watermelon tiny and embarrassing. I want to make sure I can put some pressure on this, but you guys can still see what's going on. So I feel like I'm covering the camera, and I don't want to do that because I want you guys to see what's going on. But I can't really cut this unless I put all of my weight into it. There we go. Ta-da! I mean, it did work. And it even has a little piece in the middle. That's fun. This is a good watermelon. So technically, yes, this does work. However, now seeing it like this, I wouldn't even, where would you store this? Because it's not even like it's thin like a pan. It has these handles up here, so it would take so much space. I mean, is it technically faster than cutting it with a knife? Maybe, but you still have to use a knife to cut the watermelon in half. This isn't something you need in your life, but if you want something like this in your life, technically it does work. I wouldn't recommend it though. Okay, this product, when I saw it online, I was like, yes. Immediate yes, no questions asked, add to cart. And that is a Slushy Maker. And basically you can put any liquid you want into this and it's gonna turn it into a slushy. And so I froze this overnight because you do need to freeze it in advance. And then I was trying to think of like what I wanted to put in this that I thought would be kind of unique or interesting or just very delicious. And when I was reading through, I saw mango smoothie as like one of the things. And I was like, yeah. I'm curious if something like a smoothie can be turned into like a slushy form, you know? So I have here some mango smoothie. We're gonna pour it in there, put on the lid like so, and then you just squish it for 2 minutes. Okay, it's not really moving around the same way it was before, so I'm gonna see if it is slushy now. It's so hard to tell because again, the consistency, like it's a thicker consistency, but now I guess we'll taste test just for comparison. That's a smoothie. Okay. And that's a slushy. That's so cool. Christopher, come try this.
It's good.
That's a slushy, right?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
What do you have to do to it?
Just squish it a bunch. You say you have to freeze it, and then you put whatever liquid you want into it, and then you just squish it for a minute or two.
It turns slushy like?
And it turns into a slushy. So I compared it to this, and
Right.
that's like smooth, and this is slush.
Cool.
What's your favorite slushy?
Slushy.
Don't you and your sisters like love?
Slurpees. We
Oh,
love
that's
Slurpees.
what I'm thinking
not
of.
A slushy.
It's not the same. I'm sorry.
My Winnipeggers, no. Slurpee capital of Canada.
Yeah,
The
we're-
7-Elevens here, they're just not as good.
You've heard it here first. So what's your favorite slushy then?
What's a slushy?
This.
That one then. I don't know. I don't have a lot of slushies.
I would have assumed because you like is it Coke Slurpees?
Yeah, Coke Slurpees. Yeah.
Okay, I was just wrong on the name, but
Yeah.
I knew the flavor.
Yep, that's
So
the go-to.
would this be a decent alternative?
Oh. I mean, like, this is good. This is very tasty. It's not a 7-Eleven Slurpee in Manitoba.
Okay, that's fair. But this I think is fun. And I think the kids would really like it. Personally, I prefer the flavor of the smoothie over this, just because I think that the Slurpee, you got me thinking Slurpee now.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know what it is, but the flavor is diluted when it's in slush form. To me, I don't know, like taste test this versus this. Maybe it's just, again, I'm just too focused on the fact that my teeth it's cold.
Yeah, I can see that.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is why I think this works really well for like really sweet, like I want to do like the blue Kool-Aid. It does work. Yeah. You have to then, once this is done, you have to freeze it.
Refreeze the
Yeah, you have to refreeze the thing.
Yeah, it's like that iced coffee maker thing.
Can you imagine turning the iced coffee?
Oh, right.
I hadn't even thought of that.
You do like a cold brew.
Like a frappuccino thing? Like it's like a little treat, you know? Like a little like...
Yeah, I'm on board. That could be good.
That could be really good. Yeah. Okay, that's what I would do it for. I have one more product that is out for delivery right now, so it should be here. I'm hoping, because I have two in the same category that I need to like test and compare. And I've never seen anything like this in that category. So stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, I want to talk about some like more summery Amazon-y gadgets. However, these are like not necessarily kitchen ones, but they're ones that I want to talk about because it is summer and I did get them from Amazon. The first one I have tried, and it's these chemical-free bug bite patches. I actually brought them to the cottage last year because I am a feast for mosquitoes. They love me so much and I hate them with every fiber of my being, and they're just really itchy for me. They welt up sometimes, and so I wanted to get something that would sort of help to alleviate and give some relief to some of the like itchiness. So they work, but there's a caveat, and that being that if you scratch them at all, even unknowingly, like over the course of the night or something, they will not work, like not even a little bit. However, if you do put them on, as soon as you get the bite and you have not touched it, they work beautifully. They do a great job at reducing the swelling. They do a great job at removing any of the like itchiness associated with the mosquito bite, and just the way that it's like a crosshatch pattern just really works well. So I wanted to share that one because it's actually something I have tested and I bought, and I think it works. But again, if you don't catch it, don't bother. Like, you're just wasting them. But this next one I haven't tested before, and I've seen so many people talking about this, and it's technically for like kids sunscreen, and it's called Solar Buddies. It's a sunscreen applicator, and I've seen these for a couple years, and it's just supposed to make the process of putting on sunscreen a lot better. I don't know if you've ever tried to apply sunscreen to a toddler. It's not great. Nobody likes it. Everyone's sad. And I've tried all sorts of different tricks, and don't get me wrong, I have some great ones. Pretending they turn invisible as you're applying it works so well. But I use the mineral sunscreens on my kids, and they take that much extra time to like absorb into the skin, not absorb, but like rub in, which they don't like. So I thought this might be a fun way for if they wanted to independently do it themselves and not feel like they have sunscreen all over their hands, or me just making it easier on myself, because it has this roller ball thing and like foam, so it's supposed to make the process of putting it on a lot easier. So we're gonna try it. So we're using this one. This one's Copper Tone, the Pure and Simple. I use this on my non-eczema children. I use a different one for them, but I'm not wasting that one because it's very expensive. So if this doesn't work, I'm gonna be mad. So let's see. I don't know why I'm trying it on my hand first. Hey Christopher, can I borrow your arm?
Kind of attached to it.
I just realized I have self-tanner on, and I don't want to put sunscreen on top of my self-tanner, but you don't have self-tanner on, so here, squat. So I have a sunscreen thing. Do you feel the little ball thing? Is this helping? I feel like this isn't helping.
It's going on, isn't it?
It is going on, but it's not rubbing it in. My hope was that I could remove pressure off this, and then the roller ball wouldn't do anything, and then I could just like massage it in.
It feels like it's doing that. No, like it's not dispensing if you're not pushing hard.
You're also not a toddler.
This is true.
It just keeps adding more to your skin. I feel like at the end, I'm never gonna get it fully absorb without having to like massage it into their skin.
On the plus side, I could go for a long drive somewhere and my left arm won't get burned.
It's so covered, but just on this part right here.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for lending me your arm.
I'm protected now.
So protected now. Oh my gosh, I think they're ready. They set really nicely, and it didn't take that long. She said hopefully. Maybe I turn this over to get them out. Maybe on a cutting board. Will they just slide out? No. What if I just push on it? I'm like trying to figure out how gentle I need to be with these. I don't want to break them, but I also would like it to come out. Wait, no! Okay, that one broke. That doesn't bode well for the other ones. All right, so gentle is what we're doing here. Maybe if I try a knife around the edge. Now will you come out for me? Okay. Ugh. Okay, this one was almost good. Look at it! It's so pretty! It's just very broken. Christopher, can you look up how to get these guys out? I think I got one. Nope, it broke.
On their website, there's a review that says, someone says, the mold is perfect, used it several times with great success, but not with this recipe. The recipe I use calls for 7 packets of unflavored gelatin per pack of Jell-O and 1 total cup of water. It needs to be way, way, way more gelatinous for this to work.
Wilton! That was a very helpful review.
Yeah.
Thank you, Amy. Also helpful is that it's very sturdy and looks great, though not as flavorful. So that kind of defeats the purpose to me. Maybe there's like a nice in-between. Remove mold carefully, pressing up from the center. That's what I was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get this in one. It broke.
Yeah. Absolutely not.
That was my closest one though.
That works. I mean, you can really pick it up with liquid in it,
Yeah.
but...
No.
Yeah.
But like, it looks cool.
Yeah.
It's way too
And that
structurally.
has no structure to it, yeah.
No.
Oh well.
It's good learning.
Good note.
Yep. Read the reviews, Rachel, and then maybe there's gonna be some information on that. But like still, I mean, it looks cool.
I mean, in fairness, you followed the instructions.
I did follow the instructions.
Literally on the manufacturer's website.
Thank you. Now I guess I need to see if there's anything on, because the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this with cookie dough. And do some cookie molds, because like that's also fun.
That should work.
I would think so.
Yeah.
But like I also thought that this would work.
You probably have to really bake them.
Not just pretend. Like
Commit to baking them.
Guess we'll find out. I'm gonna empty this and we're gonna go on to the next one. All right, that was an absolute disaster. What a travesty. But not to worry, now we're gonna fill it with cookie dough. And I didn't have any of my own cookie dough because it's all frozen. And we all know that reigns supreme. There are a lot of things that I can't do, but cookie dough, I know. So we got some Pillsbury cookie dough and we're just gonna see how this goes. I saw on their website, and now I know better, Wilton, they were like, put this in and then put the insert in. And I'm like, Wilton, honey, you don't have an insert. So my thinking is I just sort of like push it in until it fills the mold. I can tell you already that this is just not going to be worth your time. Don't get me wrong, we're going to try it, but like, yikes. Okay, there's one. Again, I'm going to do a couple and I'm going to do what they said. Take a ball, then push it in, except that it makes more sense in the way that they did it because theirs had an insert that you put in after to kind of smoosh it out. But they say you can use this for cookie dough, so, oh, I dislike this very much. You know what this works really well for? Candy. End of list. You're melting some candy, maybe some resin, maybe you're crafty, but to do 2 of those was awful, and I don't wish that on anyone. Okay, I'm gonna do 1 more because I don't know. I don't know why I'm doing another one. I'm gonna try it a different way this time. I'm gonna try and get the stuff into the bottom first, push it all the way down, and then fill it. All right. There you go. I did 3. We'll see how that does. By the way, I coated these thoroughly with tons and tons of like a cooking spray. So fear not, I have that part covered. And ooh, putting it on a tray because I am so wise. We all know they would just burn to the bottom of my oven. And I don't know what you're talking about. It's never happened to me. Okay, apparently it's out for delivery. It should be here either now or in the next 2 hours. First, I'm gonna go check my door. Fine, we'll just try the other one first. And that is an ice cream scoop, unlike any ice cream scoops I've ever seen before. And there are 2 different ones. They're slightly different, and I need to try them and see what the fuss is about, because apparently this is going to make ice cream that's really stackable. Really easy to take it out, but it's so, like, look at this thing. Like, what is that? Do you see this? There are very specific instructions for this one. Again, the other one should be here soon. So, I decided, I don't know if you remember, but we made ice cream a while ago. And so I figured we would see how stackable this actually is with an ice cream cone. It's maybe the wrong size though. Yeah, that one's gonna be too small. Hold on though. Yeah, this one should work. It says to push it in. Ooh, this one is too melted. I left it out for too long. I decided to leave it out just like for a couple of minutes, just cause like this is literally all that we have left. Just so it'd be a little easier to scoop, and clearly that was too long. Hang on, I have more ice cream. Ooh, what about this guy? This is also from that video. So you push it in like that, turn it, and then pull it out. All right, we got it. Put it into your ice cream and then gently eject a perfect cylinder shaped ice cream. All right, drum roll. Oh, okay. I mean, it has like little eyes on it, but like otherwise, yeah. And it says it's very stackable. Stackable. Okay, let's see. I need to put this in something. Don't get me wrong. Hold on. My cookies are not done. It's like, don't get me wrong, love ice cream cones, but they are not stackable. Twist, pull out. Getting it off that last little bit is tricky because it does not want to come out. Ta-da! Is it more stackable than normal? I would say yes, because it is flatter, which is kind of cool, but it still maintains that sort of ice cream scoop-esque look, which is great. It is a very large device, so there is that for like storing purposes, but is this little like staple gun for ice cream working? Yeah, it is. That's so cool. Okay, now wait until the next one comes in. Well, my device finally arrived at 6:15, so I have some ice cream. We're gonna try it. Also, I don't know if you can see them back there, but those cookie things, it's dicey, guys. I don't think it worked. And I swear I like baked them forever because I didn't know when it was going to feel like it was cooked through. So I feel like this is again one of those things where with the Jell-O you had to add some gelatin, and then for the cookies I feel like you need to add flour to give them more like structure. But we're still gonna try. Wait a second. Wait a second. Please don't break, please don't break, please don't break. One of them broke. Maybe I can save this one. Okay, hold on. Let go. Let go. No! Nope, it didn't work. That's sad. I really wanted these molds to work. There's so much work. Maybe if I do it with finesse and then squish the no. Ah! None of the things wanted to work for me today. Oh no, the carnage. All right, well, let's go to the other thing that arrived. Pretend this didn't happen. Scoop number 2. So again, just something that I'd never seen before, and it's similar to the other one, but this one, its whole thing is that it'll perfectly scoop out half a cup specifically, and it'll fit perfectly for an ice cream sandwich, which I thought was kind of cool. But it has these like string things. Can you see this? Which in washing it was a giant pain. So I can already see which one I like better, but I mean, prove me wrong. Let's see. Instructions. One-handed design. Comfortable, easy to use. Push it into your ice cream, twist to cut your portion, and eject to serve. Eject. Curious too, because obviously this ice cream isn't even. So, I don't know how it's gonna do this, but all right. And then rotate. I'm following the arrows. Rotate. And pull it out. Did it come? Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, look at this. I even have a cookie. It's not how I wanted it, but here it is. And then slice it. Oh, okay. It makes it nice little little quarters. That's fun. It's nicely on a cookie. Ta-da! It is the perfect size. It was easy to use. You can see right there. Perfect half cup, and it is quartered, which I assume is just to like help it to get out of the ice cream thing. But I feel like this will be a pain to clean, and also if one of these things breaks, then isn't it not as useful, or will it still work? I assume it will, but maybe not as well. Otherwise, like, it was very easy to use, but so was the other one. Which one do I like better? Honestly, I feel like both of them have flaws. I guess I like the stainless steel one better. However, it's so bulky. Like, it's just an enormous contraption. I don't know. Let me know which one of these you like the best. I'm very curious. I have one more thing that I didn't even expect to come in, and I'm very excited that it's here. That wasn't very helpful. You don't know what this is. So this is a pouch that you can fit your phone in, varying wallet accessories and things, and then it attaches, hang on, to your water bottle. This is just perfect for summer hot girl walks. That way you don't have to carry it, or sometimes I'll put it in my pocket and then it'll just randomly dial people or like things on Instagram. Oh my gosh, look at that. Wait, hold on, my phone. I have a big phone too. Phone in. Does it fit? Oh, just barely. But I have like the Pixel 7 Pro, so I think that's more on the big side. Does it fit these in? Kind of. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, it could. I don't know if you'd want that though. But technically, yes, it does. And then you can just fit like money or whatever, and then just go on your walks, and you have your water with you, and you don't have to worry about carrying your wallet or carrying a purse or carrying anything. Boom, all in one. Oh my gosh, I love that. And it's adjustable, so you can use it for like different water bottle sizes too. And they came in like a bunch of colors. Okay, I weirdly am really excited about this. Mostly because I can imagine myself taking this in the stroller to take Connor to the park. I mean, then I have everything on me. I don't know what it is. I feel like that would be useful. Oh my gosh, I have to eat this and put this away. Okay, this video was nuts. Ooh, Christopher, look at my contraption. You were going to hate both of these. I just know it. Okay, first of all, these scoop, they're bulky. That's the thing I'm going by here.
So if your water cup needs to carry a purse,
then I have one.
All right.
So this is for my hot girl walks.
Oh, okay.
I don't go for hot girl walks. This is for my kids going to the park walks. No, this isn't my device. I want to show you the ice cream. This cuts ice cream, perfect half cup for ice cream sandwiches.
Okay.
Practice. So you push it down into the ice cream all the way in, and then see how it has arrows? Twist to the arrows. Yeah, okay, now you can take it out.
Okay.
Okay, and then you twist it. Ta-da! Yours came apart a lot faster than mine did. That's the one. And then I got the other one to battle it.
I hate that. Why do I hate that? I mean, a spoon can do just as good a job, but
it's not that bad. Yeah. Okay, now this is the other one.
Okay.
That one's trickier, I found, because then you have to also twist it. This one is stackable.
Not bad. I mean, it worked, right?
Yeah.
All right.
It depends on, like, if you are an ice cream sandwich person.
Is that for ice cream sandwiches as well?
This is for stacking ice cream.
For like cones?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But like also it could be just for like scoops of ice cream. They're just like,
right.
you know, a little bit more square. Not
Okay.
square. I don't know my shapes.
It's
Cylindrical.
Kind of yeah, it's kind of a cylinder.
And then this one's for ice cream sandwiches.
Okay.
So it just makes it flat and even across and precise amounts.
I mean, if those things are important to you in your ice cream sandwich, then that's what it does
work.
and it works.
My concern is just with cleaning. Cleaning this is going to be a giant pain, getting around that to get in there. And then I feel like what happens if one of these breaks?
Does it matter if it gets cut into quarters? Arguably, it's better.
Oh, it's in my pouch. Where's my alarm? Go away. I knew where it was though. It was in my pouch. I always lose my phone.
Arguably, I would just cut them now. Why isn't it better if it comes out as a puck?
I read somewhere, I don't even know what this is, but it came with it. High tension wires easily push into all kinds of ice cream, from rock hard to soft. So I guess it's if it's like chunky and stuff. I don't know. I have no idea.
I'm not following the physics of it, but okay.
So maybe you can cut them. just live life without them. Those are the leftovers of my failed cookie things. I tried again with the molds. It didn't work, but I did make ice cream sandwiches, so.
It's pretty good.
I mean.
I'm happy.
There you go. This is the winner.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad this one came, finally.
Yeah.
I'm glad we battled these.
Did you test anything particularly good?
What did I test that was good? I like this thing. I feel like there's a market, and I feel like it's important that everyone know that this exists as a thing. Hot Girl Box. It's important for summer. You know what the worst thing was? Stupid mold.
Was it the mold's fault or was it the recipe?
I don't know, because those started to come out and I was like really excited, but then it stuck to the inside. So I don't know. I maybe you have to like finesse it.
But you
a
sprayed
lot.
that, I saw it.
I did.
Yeah.
Like I turned it inside out and sprayed it.
Yeah.
Just didn't work as well. So I'm kind of disappointed by that.
Oh, how was that watermelon thing?
I mean, it does cut it. You know what it is? It's an exact replica of the apple thing. You know the apple thing?
The coring
look
thing?
At,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
look at this. Tell me this is not exactly the same.
Yeah, that's what that is.
It's exactly it.
Obviously, if you're just doing one watermelon, use a knife. But if you're like in charge of a picnic prep or something like that for a big group,
Every week.
yeah,
This is for you.
that really, really helps like a fraction of 1% of people.
For
So
sure.
if that's you, congratulations.
You found your product.
Your life was just made better.
So much better.
Well,
I'm glad I made you an ice cream sandwich.
I'm gonna go take a hot girl walk.
Christopher, let me know in the comments if you've tried any of these products before or have any interest in buying them, because I've linked all of them down below if you are. And also if you have any tips, tricks, hacks, things like that, leave them down in the comments below. Check out these videos on the side in case you have missed any, and subscribe so you don't miss out on new videos here every single Saturday. I hope you guys are having a fantastic, fantastic weekend, and I will see you guys all next week.